Yo, what's going down? I'm OD, and you tuned in to the Slump Sessions Network. We here with Casket D.
Yes, sir. What's the good word?
Hey, man, all the way from the Big Apple?
The Rotten Apple, where I'm from.
Hey, all the way from up north, man. Casket D, let's get it.
Roll it up, let it strong. Roll it up, let's roll it up. Talk about it, be about it, take another shot.
All right, man, let's tune in. Everybody just dropped 2 new singles today, right?
Correct.
Hey, man. Well, we're going to start it out with, who is Casket D, man?
Casket D, that's me, the captain, the captain of the ship for the mighty MGB, Mad Gifted and Bothered. Yonkers, New York, Southside representer. Shout out to the whole H. We out here, baby. Big Texas shit.
Yonkers, New York. What is it like up there, man? Because for somebody who's never been fucking barely out of Texas, what is it like up there in New York?
New York is a beautiful city, man. It's big as shit, you know what I'm saying? We got the boroughs. We got Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, which is primarily like Harlem. And then you got like the tourist spot downtown, Long Island. And where we from is right on the edge of the Bronx.
Okay.
So Yonkers connects to the Bronx. It's like kind of like spring, you know what I'm saying, outside. So it's lit out there, man. It's a great environment. The Mecca of hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
The home of hip hop.
Yeah, founding fathers. But at the same time, the beauty of it is that it transferred over to so many other places, right? Like we out here right now in the H.
Yep.
And Cali and all over the world. Forget about just the States, but all over the world. So I take pride that it came from a couple blocks from where I'm really from and all of that. But at the same time, it's like I love that it's also regional too, because I hear certain shit and I'll be like, damn, that's like my story just half across the map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, hip hop has grown to be one of the biggest genres in the entire world. So, I mean, you just tune into somebody who's, from a certain area and you can kind of get an idea of what it's like. I mean, you have people in the UK, you can learn what it's like over there. You have people in India, you can learn like what it's over there, South Africa and Australia, everywhere. So everybody's got, their own thing. But it is kind of cool, to be from right there where it originated. What kind of got you into music and what kind of got you into hip hop, man?
Yo, I'm a hip hop baby, bro. You know what I mean? Like I was born into that. All the old heads around me, my uncles and my older cousins and the OGs from my block and all that, whatever they was knocking to, I was absorbing it as a youth. So like back then, a lot of the shit that they was playing, it was the Mobb Deeps, the Nas's, you know what I'm saying, the Wu-Tangs. And then as I got a little older, I started getting experienced into other hip hop from different regions. So like Outkast was big for me, cause even Scarface, you know what I'm saying, like down here. So I just been born into it, and then graffiti played a big part too. Like it's funny, we was talking about my first name was Cel, SCEL, and it derived from graffiti. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like that played a big part. I see like out here y'all got incredible pieces like in downtown area and all of that. But that's a big part, man. I just been, since I was a little pup, man, I just loved it. You know what I'm saying? Because hip-hop's a culture. That's what people forget.
Yeah.
It's not just, people think about hip-hop, they think about just the music aspect. That's one element of it, but it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
You got the B-boys, you got the DJs, you got the graffiti. But it's crazy because, I mean, that takes it back to whenever I first started getting into it, because the first time I ever got in trouble was for graffiti.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I ever went to jail. First time I ever went, got arrested was for graffiti.
No question.
And, since then, it's just been,
What was your tag?
What was I writing at the time? It was like Nero or some shit.
Yeah.
Some shit. I was back in like freshman year of high school. So I was barely getting into it. But that's crazy, people, like you said, people only tend to think about like the rapper, but there's a whole, culture around it.
That's a fact. And shout out to the DJs too, man, because it started with the DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It started from the block parties. Without the block parties, there would be no MCs. We needed the DJs first, you know what I'm saying? But my favorite thing about hip-hop music, period, is that it comes from, the lower class children, right? The kids from the hoods who really created something out of nothing. If you really think about it,
Yeah, telling that story.
We didn't have instruments. Like maybe the people didn't have money to get their kids instruments or put them in classes and all of that. So we literally took old school records that people grew up listening, their parents listening to, and finding parts to break and chop up.
Spin that
you know what I'm saying,
breakbeat, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But even then, I mean, acapella is the way to go. A lot of the times for people who don't have that, like you said, any kind of instruments or nothing. So you can always make a song out of nothing with just straight acapella, and
That's a fact.
You get a circle around you. Everybody's having a good time.
Beatbox. You know, I know we always in high school on the tables.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. So, man, since you got into music and you got into hip hop and everything, has hip hop kind of changed your life?
Oh, it's been a blessing. It's been my life for the last 20 years as far as musically. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not even that old. I just been doing it since I was so young. Because I ran with a lot of older dudes from my block. So they were several years older than me rapping. So what they was doing, I ended up taking up. I was the young boy, you know what I mean? And I just ran with it. So as people, time goes on, life goes on, people end up putting away the pen and pad or whatever, stop recording. Life takes its toll on everything. I just kept pushing, you know what I'm saying? And I've been blessed with a great team around me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother 20, he the one out here. And I'm just blessed with great people around me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be doing it one way or another because it's my passion and my love. Yeah. But I just thank God that I gained a following out of it, and my music's impacting people around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a thing to think about. Is a lot of people get into music and it's their passion. They love it, but like you said, life happens, and a lot of people don't actually get to do it for 20 years like you've been doing.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean that in itself is a blessing to be able to keep doing it and keep pushing.
For sure.
Because a lot of times people, they got kids, they got families. You got to do what you got to do.
Life takes its toll, and if you ain't seeing the fruits of your labor too, it's like, how can I dedicate so much time into something when you got more responsibility? As time goes on, you get more responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
As time goes on, it gets easier, but it still gets harder at the same time.
No question. So, like I said, I'm blessed, man, that I made a life out of it, and it's paying it forward with me and my team.
So, man, all the way from New York, what you doing out here in Houston? What you working on? What you out here in Houston, man?
Yeah, we here in 2020 studios right now. My brother 2020 Guap. This is his spot. This our home base when we touch base in Texas. I'm chefing up some records with a couple of my partners out here. I just released 2 singles today, actually. Run It Up with OTB Fastlane, who's like one of the hottest things smoking out right now out here. And Righteous Kill, produced by Madlib, the super incredible Madlib.
The talented legend.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to him too. Grammy nominated this year, actually. And shout out to NAS for finally winning his first Grammy, man.
Yeah.
Well deserved, long overdue.
I usually don't keep up with the Grammys, but I did hear that part.
Yeah, this year they did pretty decent in the rap category. We had Freddie Gibbs up in there, and Alchemist. We had D Smoke, Nas, Royce, real shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm here on the press tour. Back to your question, my fault. We on, we doing some press with you. Thank God for you, and the rest of the media outlets. We gonna be touching base. My latest release is Suicide 2.
Yep. Those
is like love letters to the rotten apple, like I call it, and releasing these 2 singles, and then just trying to get momentum building for my next full length, which is called Healer.
Okay. When you got a time for that one, or?
Summertime. It's not a set date, but it'll be this year and probably towards the end of the summer. We were shooting some visuals out here, matter of fact, actually.
Okay, that's dope. So coming from all the way up there, man, what is it kind of like being out here in Houston? Like, what is the differences and stuff, man?
First of all, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love the age. Like, the hospitality I've received for the last maybe decade, now. Like I said, my partner came out here 12, 13 years ago, so we've been shipping back and forth. It's just a lot of love. I love that the culture is so ingrained here too. I feel like back home in New York, our culture's like that, but there was so much things we were synonymous with where we kind of swayed away from that for a little while. Where we was like kind of like chameleons taken from everywhere. I love that somebody from Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like off the muscle, like just by the lingo and stuff. Our lingo's still there too, but I love like the pride. It reminds me of home too. I'm from Yonkers, so when people ask me where I'm from, Yonkers is the first word out of my mouth.
Yonkers.
You know what I'm saying? Not even New York. Yeah, I'm from New York, but I'm from Yonkers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I see that here, too. The pride. And the music scene is beautiful, man. Like, y'all got talented people out here, bro. You know, I linked up with a bunch of talented people, and it's just dope, man. Like, I feel like this is like a second home to me.
I've gone through your Instagram. I did see that you've been coming out here for a long time, so that's pretty dope that, you know, being from where hip-hop started, you come to Houston and you show love out here, and it seems like every time you come out here you get a good response and everybody, you know, shows love.
Yeah, definitely. It's been big for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do a lot of work with artists out here, and it's just a blessing for me. I love this place, bro. Like, I tell my lady all the time, it's like, yo, this is it, you know what I'm saying? When we out of there, it's here. But I you know, as an artist, you got to ship around. You got to move around regardless. Like, you stay stationary, that's where your music stay too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to rip and run.
I've never heard an artist actually say that. You know, a lot of people say they want to try to, you know, gain their following, but you've gained a following where you're at. So now you're really pushing, you know, into different outlets and different places. Where else do you know, do media and stuff, or where else do you do press runs at other than Houston?
Yeah, Florida, you know what I'm saying? The DMV area, Midwest, but North Midwest too. We was out in Ohio before and all of that. I got to get over to the West. I got a lot of plugs out there. They've been waiting for me. It's crazy too, because when you check the algorithms and shit, I get a lot of love in Phoenix. Okay. And I never been there, so it's like, all right, I got to touch base over there. I got my partner, John Nix, coming down. John Piff, tomorrow he flying out here. He from Denver now. You know, he originally from my block out in Yonkers, but he moved out to Denver, so we gonna touch base over there. Anywhere there's love, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if it's not, we get it there. We gonna find a way to get it there. Like,
I know this past year has been kind of crazy, especially out in New York with coronavirus and everything. How has that been for you, you know, as an artist?
That shit's, it's been a lot. Like, it's been crazy, because, like, I was telling people, anybody I'm running into out here, I'm like, yo, y'all living the life. Like, we locked down.
Yeah.
Still, you know what I'm saying? But for me, because my demographic is not really based on being lit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the clubs.
The clubs, exactly. Like, the music I make. So for people like that, it's been taking a toll heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because their shit depends on the DJ spinning them 24, being in the, you know, the image, popping the bottles and all that. Me, it's like, I kind of flourished in this environment regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'm a content creator, like I'm pushing out plenty content no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So it really didn't affect me the same way. It did affect me as far as, because we were supposed to touch base out here last year, and when it first started, like last April, and everything shut down in March. So like, it affected like a little bit certain press runs, but now as things are starting to open back up, I've been smooth, man. I've been blessed, bro.
Well, you're always welcome here in Texas. We're 100% back open.
Hey, that's a fact, man. Shout out to the strippies and the clubs and all that.
Hey,
you know?
It's about to be wild out here, especially spring break. Everybody's fucking gonna be wilding out.
No question.
Everybody's gonna be catching corona out here.
Hey, mask up, man.
Exactly. Keep your masks on, everybody. But so, the 2 new singles that you dropped today, Run It Up with OTB. How did that happen? How did that come about?
Fastlane, shout out to Cartier, shout out to my brother 20, you know what I'm saying? Cartier, he's a producer, heavy out here and in the A and all over, busting moves. We got a good relationship, and he works on a lot of stuff with Fastlane and everything. Fastlane comes here to record sometimes. We end up chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, respect is respect.
Yeah.
And we put something together, you know what I'm saying? Like, originally, I wanted to come out here and maybe shoot the visual, but it didn't pan out because with timing, it's like, all right, he's busy, and while I'm out here, I'm busy as shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing media, and I already had 2 other visuals that I had to pop off. But, you know, we getting them all to the DJs and everywhere, and just trying to, like, push it as much as possible. So that linked up really through mutual relationships, and then a built relationship from that.
Hey, that's pretty dope. What about Righteous Kill? How did that one come about? And take me through the process of that one.
Yeah, that you know, Madlib been just chefing crazy, and this one of them joints that I heard and was like, yeah, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So I did whatever I had to do to get there, you know. But I wanted to release 2 singles at once. Like, Run It Up is more so for the clubs and kind of like for all demographics. I needed to let them know too, like, hey,
I can do this too.
Yeah, I could do this, and I'll chew your fucking head off like with this too. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to give them the best of both worlds.
Okay, that's one thing I was gonna ask. Is not a lot of people drop 2 singles in one day.
Yeah.
It's not like a common thing that people really do.
Yeah, nah. Sometimes it can conflict with one another.
Yeah.
But those two records are so different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they gonna hit the board. Like, out here, we already been hitting the DJs. So we went out to a couple spots and they already spinning the joint to run it up. You know what I'm saying? And Righteous Kill, that, like, more so the journalism and the fans, like, they gonna be biting that a lot, you know? But right now, my camp, we got something called, it's March Madness. So we got something called Mad Gifted and Bothered March Madness, and we've been dropping a lot. Shout out to my brother Blizzard. He's flying out on Thursday, and his album drops on Thursday, so he gonna drop it out here too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and we pushing singles, we shooting visuals, we ripping and running, just trying to make the best of this, man. You know?
Man, so 20 years doing music and stuff. How has your music progressed from the beginning to dropping Righteous Kill now?
It's progressed crazy because, like, I was telling my young partners, like, I came into you gotta find yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of times you try to appease the public. Well, I don't really do that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I said that to somebody before, and they like, nah, but what you mean? You gotta wanna see how you want the people. I say, yeah, of course I want the people to absorb the music and love it, but I don't make it for them to love it. I make it for me to love it. And if they happen to love it too, then I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you create a sound and the authenticity doing that. If not, it's like you running around like with a chicken with his head cut off.
You trying to just trying to grasping at straws type shit.
Yeah.
You trying to
see what works. Throwing spit at the wall, see what sticks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really do that. I'm calculated. And I love this shit, man. I'm in the lab every day, bro, chefing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my partner here, like I said, 20, he get annoyed sometimes because I'm like, yo, I just started a new album. He'd be like, damn, bro, what's that album, 199? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the grind.
Yeah, I mean that's the grind, and a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people want to be an artist, but some people don't have that grind that continues to take you on for 20 years.
Yeah, I say that all the time. That's a big saying of mine. I'll be like, yo, bro, talent can elevate.
Yeah.
You can't teach drive. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has it or they don't. I've seen a lot of talented people do nothing with it.
Exactly.
Drive is either in you or it's not. And you got to want it more than the next man. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
So, like, I played sports growing up, but I never was that good. I wasn't physically gifted enough to be. So, but I would bust my ass more than the next person. You know what I'm saying? But with this, I'm gifted. So it's like, all right, I'm going to out-rap you and I'm going to out-grind you too. Like, that's the game plan. Because it's a competitive sport. Even if I get on a track with you and we family, I don't want them talking about your verse more than mine. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, I hope it's the same way. Like,
it's all friendly competition.
Definitely so. That's how the best product comes out. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a Michael Jordan without dudes like Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen.
If there was nobody he was competing with, he wouldn't.
There you go.
He had to compete with the best to be the best.
No question.
Exactly. So, whenever you're actually coming up with an album, man, how is that process like for you? Are you just kind of making a bunch of songs and seeing which ones you want, or is it more calculated of you're making like these specific songs or what?
Yeah, so that's almost like going back to my point from the last question too. I used to do a bunch of great records and then kind of piece them together like, all right, this is going to be a project. But that was mixtapes, right? When I started putting out actual studio albums, I normally will have a concept for it. And I want the for me, sequencing and cohesion is key. You know what I'm saying? I want it to flow beautifully. I tell people all the time, when you first hear any project of mine, I'd like you to listen to it start to finish first. And then pick what you like and where you want to go to. But I create it like a movie. So you don't go and watch, Goodfellas from the middle and then to the end and then to the front.
Yeah.
Maybe after seeing it, you like, all right, I could watch it from here. This is my favorite part. Initially, I want you to see the vision that I seen first. So yeah, I'm very calculated when it comes to that. And usually it stems from one little inspiration and then I build on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, the newest thing I'm working on is called Dodging Diablo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like dodging the devil. Like, and it's sparked with one song, and then that just grows. I start building on that concept there. And even with Healer that's coming this summer, it's talking from a perspective of a healer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people, when you in that position to lead, there's a lot of people that depend on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't sometimes you got to be the general, the sergeant at arms, when it comes to wartime. And then there's also times that you got to be the shoulder to cry on, the one to motivate, whatever it is. So
sometimes you got to do it all.
do it all. You gotta wear every hat if you got to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring the best out your team.
And it seems like you do have a really good team around you, and that's one thing that takes you a long way. Some people can do it by themselves, but a lot of people, you need a good team, solid team behind you. You're gonna have those people that motivate you to do, elevate you, really.
No question. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only as strong as your weakest link. You know what I'm saying? So the people around me, they make me better, and I hope that I sharpen steel and make them better. Like, that's what we live by. And a lot of the people behind me, bro, like, this is like my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, from the sandbox. So most of us come from the same hood.
Yeah.
You can't expect everybody that's gonna run with it, but the ones that believe, they're gonna jump on board, and you gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? That grows, like, and the movement grew and grew and grew, and like it's still growing.
Hey, that's dope. I think one thing I took from your Instagram is that you're an artist, but you're a family man. A lot of times you're showing family, you're showing your friends and everything, and that's one thing I am. I got kids. Quest over here, we got kids. So hey.
Blessings. How many you got?
I got 2 little girls.
Hey, God bless. And you?
I got one girl.
One girl. Me too. One girl. So we all girls here. We did a lot of dirt. That means.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what it means. So, but that's one thing I take is that you're a family man. How has becoming, a father really helped you and, motivated you?
Oh, that's the biggest blessing in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all fathers are girls. It's nothing like a daddy-daughter relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I'm her hero, man. She wants to learn how to record music because I record music. She wants to play sports because I'm into sports. Whatever daddy want to do, she want to do. So it's funny, like, I got pictures too. Like, she'll dress up like me. You know what I'm saying? She got the hat backwards, or she got the hoodie on low, the jeans on. But it's been the biggest blessing, and it's a motivator as a motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? You trying to, if you already doing well for yourself, you trying to do way better, because I'm trying to put her in positions that I never had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You want her to, or I mean, even just your kids, you want them to be able to do things that you weren't able to do, and you don't want them to have to go through things that you had to go through.
No question. And like with me, it's like with my daughter, I didn't learn, like, I learned a lot of shit the hard way. Like, I ain't learned about credit and all of that shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? I done fucked the bag up so many times and all that. So now, like, as I'm getting older and understanding all of that, I'm trying to put her in a position to win, where she's knowledgeable about everything that's going to put her in that position and put her a step ahead. So, like, if I could get her a great degree or set her up in a house, because up where we at, it's not like here, bro. Like, most people got houses out here. I know there's projects and buildings and all of that too. But up where we at, that's the majority lives in apartment buildings or projects. Rarely do you know somebody that owns a house out there, because it's so too expensive. You know what I'm saying? So if I could put her in a position where she already not worrying about, damn, what I'm gonna do? I'm spending $2,500 on rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could pay 2 mortgages different places around the country that. So. Yeah. I'm just trying to get her to win. But my thing too, my brand is no facade, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my family is a part of my life, because that is a part of my life. You gonna hear that in my music. You gonna see it on my gram. That's real life. Like, I'm not with the facades. Like, I'm giving you me. You know what I'm saying?
I think that goes a long way as an artist. Whenever you're open and you're able to just be you, you're not having to put on a front at all times. Like, some people, they're gonna just put out what they want to put out, and at all times they have to keep that front up. Yeah,
that perception, you know what I'm saying? Like, they put on a mask and all of that. For me, it's like, yo, if I give you me at all times, I don't gotta worry about that.
You're just gonna be you at all times.
You're gonna like it or love it, you know what I mean? That's your choice,
Yeah, exactly. So the sewer steam, that's a tongue twister. Sewer steam series, you have 1 and 2.
1 and 2, correct.
Do you plan on going for a third, or you plan on keep it going? Or?
No question. Those came about because my full lengths, like I was talking about earlier, they so conceptual. I can't put them out every few months. Like, I need people to absorb it. I need to keep working them records, you know what I'm saying? Shooting visuals, going and touring and doing all of that stuff to really work them. But you also got to keep putting new music out to keep the public satisfied. So I say, you know what? I got an idea. I want to just rap on these. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hear both of them, both Sewer Steam 1 and 2, there's only one song on each that has a hook, an actual hook. And one's not even really a hook. It's more so the sample that was in it.
Yeah.
I wanted to just go off and dump and bring it back to what sparked me. You know, before I learned song construction, I was just writing raps. It would have to be a 16 or this, that, and third. I stopped when I was ready, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, on these projects, I just wanted to give the people, like, hey, I do this, and I do this for real. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you think is nice, compare them to this, and are they really nice? You know, that was my motivating factor with that. And give the public more music to, you know, absorb. Like it was a segue for me, but I'm just so blessed that people loved it. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't expect them to, but the bread and butter is the full lengths, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like, all right, appetizers for them, and they doing just as well, if not better, than some of the full lengths for me. So, you know,
I think they're easy to digest. I mean, there's 6 songs. People could get into it, and that's a perfect like starting point. If anybody's if anybody's gonna get into your music, if they listen to those, they know what they're gonna be getting.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Listening to those, it definitely seems like you have fun with it. Like you have
no question.
Yeah, you have fun doing the music. You have fun writing. Like you said, you could just go off 16, 20 bars, 32 bars, whatever, until you want.
Yeah. I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? And that, for me, the Sewer Steams is therapy, because I don't have to worry about song construction. It's just, hey, I'm going. And that's what they're meant for. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of basically put it back on boom bap style beats and go crazy.
And then you got albums coming out, so let's get into that. We gotta see what's next to come.
Yeah. Healer is the big thing next. So my biggest album so far has been Southie.
Okay.
Stories of Untold Truth, Hidden in Existence. It's a great album. Came out at the end of 2017. Did phenomenal things for me. Put me in a bigger spotlight for sure.
Yeah.
The next one that they getting, since then I've been putting out, I had a series called Pass the Paper Projects that I did with my partner Blizzard, where he guest stars on it. Then the Sewer Steams, some various singles in the mix and all that. The next true full length is Healer, which will be this year. So we got a real crazy single called Reflections.
Okay.
And it's featuring my partner out here, Hitman Pap, who's incredibly talented, and we were shooting a visual while out here. There's some special records on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to elevate us to a whole nother level as well. You know, that's my thing, progression. I want everything to do better than the last.
Yeah.
And as long as it does, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Have you been working on this one since you dropped that last one, or is it kind of, been just like the past year you've been working on this one? Or
I've probably been working on Healer for maybe over a year. Probably in between a year to 2. I work on multiple projects at once.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
So like I said, they're all kind of like, I look at them like movies. So it's like, all right, this is the screenplay for this one, and this is this one.
Yeah.
And I might be working on 2 or 3 at the same time. And then I really decide which one I want to come out next, because the climate, or like Healer's an album I don't want to put out in the winter.
Yeah.
So I want it to come summertime into the fall, or even spring. Like it feels like that time.
Yeah.
You know, because for us, our seasons is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the winter that Sewer Steams is winter. They're never gonna come out except the winter, because that's the 40 belows on your feet. You know what I'm saying? The big scullies and the leather jackets and all of that. It's
Texas
the feel
ain't used
of that.
to that.
Yeah. I know y'all got a taste of that though a couple weeks back, man.
Texas ain't ready for that. We were out of power, out of water for 4 or 5 days.
No gas.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was tough, man. I was praying for y'all out here, because I know a lot of people, you go out of power for 2 days, it's a fucking struggle. You know what I'm saying? Freezing and food going bad and all that.
Yeah. Texas ain't built for that. But up there, y'all ready for that. Y'all used to the cold.
Yeah. I'm getting older, man. I'm getting a little older, because that cold ain't doing me justice no more, bro.
It's hard on the knees.
Yeah.
That Sewer Steam, that's winter weather.
Yeah, that's winter weather.
Okay. And then, it makes sense. The music comes out with the seasons.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you can't have fucking Will Smith Summertime dropping in the winter.
Yeah, in the dead winter. It don't make sense.
Music comes with the seasons. I think that's pretty, that's dope that you you give everybody the main albums, but sprinkled in between, you have a lot of stuff dropping.
Yeah.
So there's never really
A drought.
there's really never a downtime of whenever your music's not there.
Yeah, I learned that from the block, man. Grinding on the block, it was like, yo, you don't got something, they go into the next, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
So that's
yeah.
why, like, Sewer Steams, the Passive Paper projects, those things came about for. It's like, hey, I can't go 2 years while working this record without new music.
Yeah.
So let me create something else. You know what I'm saying? If that's the steak, here's the meat and potatoes too. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the potatoes, here's the greens.
Okay. Man, is there anything else you want to let everybody know?
I just want, the singles is out now, man. Casket D everywhere, anywhere. Google me, I'm out there, bro. Righteous Killer's there. Run It Up's out now. Sewer Steams is out now. Big H-Town shit, I love it here.
Hey, we out here.
Can't wait to keep touching down. We got some clubs we gonna hit, a few more outlets to touch through. And I want to extend my hand to y'all too. Anytime you want to touch base up top, hit me up.
Oof.
My casa, your casa, you know what I'm
Hey.
saying? It's love.
I've had a few artists hit me up from New York that I've just never been able to actually go out there. So, hey, maybe we might have to.
Yeah, nah, you come. We got labs up there. You come in, get a session, and even too before we cut out of here, like before y'all cut out, I want to play a couple records for y'all on Healing.
We're gonna listen to some new music, man. We out here, Casket D. Check them out everywhere. Check out the new singles, cause they hot.
Hey,
And be on the lookout for the albums coming out.
albums coming out, man. Healer, 2021, summertime. Let's
Hey.
go.
New albums coming out. Check out the singles everywhere. Check them out everywhere. Just Google them. You gonna find them. Casket D. There's actually only one.
There's only one, man. El
Hey.
Capitan.
Hey, we out here, Slump Sessions. Let's get it. Stay slump.
Hey.
Roll it up, let it slump. Roll it up, let's roll it up. Why talk about it, be about it, take another shot.